Hello? Hello? Alrighty, let's get this stream started. No, I want... hang on, there it is. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. So, we're doing BRAWL 2019. I have like 2 and a bit days left. You can see the little countdown timer in the corner. So yeah, let's get to it. How is everybody today? Thank you for joining me. So many people in the chat. Hey boy, good evening, what's up? Alrighty. Let's get back to our regular music. So... let me turn that down a little bit for me. So... yeah, I'm working on a SCP animation. This is for SCP-1762, which is the Here Be Dragons, or the Where the Dragons Went SCP, if you know that one. I've been working on this for 3 or 4 days so far. Right now I'm going to be doing some compositing in After Effects because I've got a lot of shots to work through. Fair bit of work to do. And yeah, I'll try to keep in touch with the chat and see how we go, but I will probably get distracted by the work itself, so I'll try to do a little bit of work and then do a little bit of chat and kind of go in between those two. And then yeah, and when I in a few minutes I'll probably get sick of doing compositing and do a little bit of animation stuff. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Hey, Silly Penta, you should go to bed. This program is After Effects, Adobe After Effects. No, I haven't pulled any all-nighters yet, Omega Pro. I will probably pull an all-nighter sort of on the last night just to finish off all the audio and stuff. Right now I'm pretty on track to get it all done. It's only going to be like a 2-minute short film. So hopefully I haven't bitten off more than I can chew, but so far I'm on track. Whoa. Sorry, my computer's just gonna load in everything. It's probably struggling with streaming and doing this at the same time, but it'll be worth it. Whew. How come the animation looks round like? Just for that shot. After that shot, that's a different shot. Hang on, I lost it. Which one was it? 3A10. So that's kind of like a fake wide angle look. So it isn't actually flat like that, but I've added this little bulge to it to give it a bit more visual interest. Just because like the main action of this animation is kind of reserved. So I'm trying to sort of make all the visual stuff look really interesting. I did this cool bit of animation that you guys might like. I believe it was this one. Yeah, check this out. Actually, it was gone this comp, and then turn this off. I did this one the other day. This is probably one of the most complicated shots in the animation. Just let After Effects pre-render everything. It's really chugging along there. Alright, there you go. So that's got facial animation, it's got background replacement going on, it's got all the box is completely comped in, that's not actually there with the figure, and is completely a different scale to the figure as well, so I had to line up all the animation perfectly, had to mask out everything, reapply it, and yeah, I think it ended up looking pretty cool. So yeah, if I break this one down for you, for instance, this box interior is not actually there. The lid is not actually there, so if I get rid of these, that's what the character animation looks like. The face is obviously tracked on as well, so it's just a lot of stuff going on in this shot. Oh yeah, and then just a little extension on the roof because I didn't have enough pieces for it, so... Yeah. So the light roof is actually just it's just my light box, and a few bricks stuck in front of it. Anyway, I had a few things to work on. So I wanted to work on the edit for setup 7, which is kind of similar to that one. We'll drop this to quarter so that we can actually work on it. Hey! Welcome to my super exciting stream. Okay, what have I got here? So this is the raw animation, and let me just check my spreadsheet for what I actually need to do with it. I need to do 3 shots with that. 3 second, 1.5 second, 2.5 second. Okay, let me have a look at my storyboard and figure out what the facial expressions are going to be. Hey to Bros Gaming and Blading, I am doing pretty well, thank you. How are you? The slight opening of the book is so smooth. Oh yeah, I did another really cool looking shot. I'm just gonna show off all the animation I've done. Alrighty. Let's just put this into quarter. Let's check this animation out. So Ninja Nerd said, what do you find to be the most efficient way to keep track of your shots? A spreadsheet usually, or at the very least I start with a storyboard, and then if it's complicated, I'll do a spreadsheet, because this has got a lot of VFX shots in it. Well, pretty much every shot is a VFX shot, even this one. And probably not for what you think, but yeah. Spreadsheet with all the shots. I try to shoot stuff as setups, so I'll do like all of the characters' angle stuff first, and then if there's shots that are really similar to each other, I'll just kind of film them at the same time. And yeah, and I tend to edit stuff in After Effects as I go along as well, just because I like to get an idea of how it's coming along, and also like when I've actually finished animation, like have it all put together at the same time, so... Yeah, so... this animation has a lot of stuff going on it. For instance, this book is completely tracked in, because the Lego book is huge. It's like the size It's like almost as tall as the Lego minifigure pretty much. It's way too big for the purposes of this animation. So I've actually had to, for every shot, animate this book like rotating and then sort of paste it in and track it in by hand. Also this, the box isn't here as well. I've just got a stand in block there to create all the shadows and stuff. So yeah, and the face is actually on the minifigure in this shot. I figured it would just save me a bit of time just to not do the face in post for this, especially because this kind of movement is really difficult to track, especially. Mars Films asked how much is there to do. So I'm probably about, I want to say, I'm only about like 60% of the way through the shots, but I think I'm like 70% of the way through the work because I've left a lot of the really easy ones to the end. Hopefully I'll get onto some of those today. And then tomorrow I'm going to be animating paper cranes. I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow because we're actually getting new, faster internet installed. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, and we're getting a new sink too. It's exciting. Oh man. Student Ninja Nerd. We're going to edit as to film, but kind of failed at doing that. Also falling victim to shooting an order of shots again as opposed to filming shots from the same camera angle. Yeah, it is really difficult to keep good habits when it comes to making this sort of stuff. I don't know, for me, like doing like nerdy spreadsheets and stuff like kind of helps me have peace of mind so I don't go to bed like worrying about what I'm gonna do. Just gives me, try to break down stuff as much as I can. I've got different columns for all the different VFX items that I have to do, so I can just break it down an item at a time. So even if like I don't feel like thinking, I've already kind of done most of the thinking beforehand. It also helps to have your film like properly planned out as well. Like I happen to have a storyboard already done for this, so that really helped. And sort of frees up a lot of time to kind of mess around and procrastinate. Okay, I should actually start doing a little bit of work. So, I'm just gonna jump into Premiere. Show you this bit as well if you want. Window capture. Change to Premiere. Okay, so I've already dropped in some animation stuff in here. This is Premiere, this is Adobe Premiere editing program. I've got storyboards dropped in here and a little bit of sound design. I said I was going to edit setup 7, so let's bring those up so I can get an idea of the timing. 7. I'm just going to write some notes on my notepad as I'm going to. So pretty much, what's this, 7:14? Open book, read for how many seconds? 1:28, so about 2 seconds. And then box starts shaking, and then we go back to this shot, 7:16, still reading. Cool, so I won't need to do any more animation for that. I'm gonna have in the comp her eyes just poking up over the top of the book so we can see her eyes like moving back and forth and reading. This is 7:18. So this, the numbering system is, the setup is on the top left and then the actual like shot number and order of storyboards is on the top right. Reading and then looks up worried after about 1 second. second. Reading, and then worried look. I like to just write down notes so I can remember what I'm doing, especially when I'm streaming, because my attention kind of gets a bit split while I'm talking at the same time. What's going on, chat? Stop dropping your head on the keyboard, Yes Studios. Yes, the new sync, hype. Please get hyped for the new sync. So we've got this really like dodgy plastic one, and the owner is finally, the landlord is finally replacing it with a stainless steel one. It's gonna be so nice. Honestly, like, it's the only thing I wanted fixed in this apartment. That's really good, Ninja Nerd, that you've been doing a lot more planning. Mars Films, I'm sorry, I don't really post on Instagram that much, but thank you for following. Okay, so I've got my timing down. Let's jump back into After Effects. So how to do this? So yeah, the book, maybe not quite as successfully as tracked in there as well, but I just kind of crop out the hands in the final shot, so it's maybe a bit less obvious that the book isn't actually there. So this is raw animation. What's that background? Yeah, okay. Just hide that and drop that at the bottom. Alright, so the first step is I've got this raw animation down here in this thing, and I've got to break it up into its different sections. So I've got a pause there. Oh, don't want to save. Control-F-D. Hold. Raise book. Raise. I'm just renaming these so I'm not so confused. And I might need to shift the book. I'll probably be able to see your eyes. So the general movement I'm feeling is going to be, just goes up, holds and reads, and then looks down, worried. So let me just do a quick bit of maths and work that out. Open, hold, 2 plus 1.5 plus 1. Worried 1 second. Okay, so it's gotta open up the book. Hold book up. What is this? 10 plus 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. So we'll call it 7 seconds. Why do I work at night? It's actually almost midday right now. So it's 11:56 AM because I'm from Australia and our time zone's silly. Alright, so lower. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out what I'm doing. Actually, I'll show you guys a neat trick in After Effects. So if you want to like duplicate a bunch of layers and have them all hold, you can click it from, I think it's from bottom to top, hold shift, and then go Animation, Keyframe Assistant, Sequence Layers, and go OK, and it'll just do that. It'll make a little staircase of them stacked end to end. So we should be, just do one more here. And I'll do the same thing with this one. How many is that? Is that 20-ish? Just do 19, so I'll do the same thing here. Animation, Keyframe System, Sequence Layers. Okay, let's check that that's right, and then we'll collapse those down into some pre-comps. So, whoa, what was that? Oh, face reference. Okay, that's fine. Cool. The book disappears, but that's because I've got it hidden. Cool, so now she holds up the book and holds it there for ages. Hold book underscore pre-comp. Hold book underscore pre-comp. Oh, hang on. Cool, so next order of business is I just noticed the background kind of moves there, it's sort of annoying. See that? Swimming. Interesting. Well, worst comes to worst, I can just go hold keyframe. Deal with it. Okay, so now I've got a tracker face. So could just chuck one of these in. We'll see how that matches up. I think that might be okay. Change the levels so that they match the reference. Oh, hang on, it's out. Blank, yeah, that's it. This is extremely epic. It is extremely epic. Oh yeah, looks about right. Cool. Now, what kind of movement does she have? So, yeah, I think I will need a cylinder mask. Whoop. T. So whoa. I'm just kind of getting this roughly orientated to where her head is, and then I can animate it to follow where her head is. And you know what, while we're doing this, why don't we give her a more fun expression, just for funsies. Left eyebrow. And then mouth can be angry. Yeah, cool. Let's check if that's blending in okay. It's not too bad. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. What do you guys think of the state of memes these days? Too much. I'm not as into memes as I used to be. Yeah, I used to really dig memes, but I feel like they're a bit less good these days. A couple of years ago, like, I reckon I peaked with like surreal memes. I love surreal memes. Enslaved moisture. I don't think this track is going very well. Oops. It's really difficult to do these tiny little movements. Oh, thank you for the nice message, Connor. Psychic Blast asked, hey, I was just wondering, do you know what type of wire that wire many people use to hold up minifigures and props in front of green screen is? So there's a particular, so it's called armature wire, is the one that most people seem to use. But sometimes you'll get armature wire and it's not the same kind. So what it should actually be is aluminium wire or aluminum wire. And yeah, so that type of metal is pretty good for just holding its shape and being malleable as well. Because yeah, sometimes you'll get like stuff which is more like gardening wire, which is kind of like more like a steel wire, which isn't as good. It's a bit more brittle. Which isn't really good for animation where you got to bend the wire over and over again. Also, twisting the wire around itself is good as well to help with the strength. What if I push her away? No, that's the wrong way. Oh, I should get rid of this book, hey. Yeah, that's pretty close. 87. Cool. Oh. Ice Fox asked, are you going to animate the dragons with real paper? Yeah, I am. So I did a test a while back, and I posted on Twitter. I've also worked with a bit of paper before in the past. Oh hey Bullycob4, welcome back. It's good to hear that you're animating too, Chisen? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. The book will eat the woman's skin, leaving only flesh and broken pieces of her skull. How'd you know the exact plot of what I was thinking? Man, you nailed it. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. So this isn't perfect, but for my purposes, I think it's good enough. Cool. Alright. I think that'll do. You've probably been asked this already, but when did you discover SCP? It was in high school. I think Containment Breach was probably how I found out about it initially. The original Containment Breach game. Hey SuperTuber, how's it going? The next THAC will probably be in January. That's when they usually are. I don't know if I can do THACs anymore. Like, I pushed myself so hard in the last couple of THACs that like ruined my body. And I don't know if I wanna do that voluntarily again. Also, I feel like I've kind of hit the peak of like what you can do with a THAC. There's only so much you can really do, and now I've kind of got myself into a spot where I have to sort of I'd have to top whatever I did last time. And it probably means getting a team back together. Or I could go in the opposite direction and try to do something much smaller. Alright, just reverse those. I'm pretty sure this animation is just the reverse of the start animation. Let's see. The BTS is becoming a documentary each year, you slowly losing your mind over 24 hours. Yeah. So SuperTuber is my friend Sam. He filmed all the behind the scenes videos for the THAC animations that I've done over the years. Did a very good job. And yeah, they really are just a documentary of me losing my mind. But the next one, if we do another one, it'll be a lot worse, because, like, I don't know, I'll have, like, a crippling alcohol addiction or something. So why is it... Oh, I see. Okay. I just need to duplicate this one. Down. It looks like the face isn't. Almost there. see you, Yash Studios. See you, Omega Pro. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm streaming at such a weird time. It's just this. That's just the nature of the time zone that I live in, I guess. I think I've stuffed this up. I think I might need to redo this a little bit. Surely there's a better way of reversing all of these than what I'm doing. Gosh darn it. Chasen asked, where does the name Forlorn Creature come from? So back in the day, I had a friend who lived in the States called Cypax Pictures. You can still find his YouTube account around. He was also a LEGO animator. And we were gonna make a joint animation venture called Forlorn. And I think he picked the name Forlorn just because it was like a cool word that isn't used that often. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to use this. And then yeah, my old channel used to be called Lego Spaceman. And when I made it when I was like 10 or 11 or something. And one day I decided I wanted to make a new YouTube channel. Because I don't know, I wanted to have a cooler name or something. But also because I was super scared that I put in the wrong age for my YouTube channel, and I thought that that YouTube would find out and that I would get banned, and I didn't want that to happen because I think it's still a thing. You're meant to be 13 years of age when you sign up for YouTube, otherwise you're not allowed. So I lied and made my age 13 when it actually wasn't. And yeah, I thought I'd get in trouble for that. Really stupid. So yeah, I had a brainstorming session with my friend Cypax, and yeah, I ended up coming up with Forlorn Creature. I mean, the short answer is I thought it sounded cool. This one's really painful because there's so little movement. It's such a small amount of movement that, like, if I stuff it up, it'll be really noticeable. Because if the head is moving like a lot, it's really easy just to like sort of just fudge it. But I have to get the animation like just right on this, otherwise it's gonna look really floaty. Wrong way. 88. Let's just try 80. And then we'll call this 70. Closer, 72. Okay. Then the head holds still for that frame. And then can I just copy this frame? This frame. Normally it wouldn't take me nearly this long to do the head tracking, but it's just like so difficult. Okay, I think that one's done. Whoop. So subtle, but honestly you would notice it if, like, it's even a bit jittery there. Oh. Connor asked what is BRAWL? So BRAWL stands for Brickfilm Rapidly All Week Long. It's kind of similar to another contest that's run by the website bricksinmotion.com called THAC, which is 24-hour animation contest. BRAWL is basically just the week-long version of that, so you animate something in under a week, and it has like a theme. And get off my computer, cat. You better not press the power button. You know what? Hang on, I'm just gonna move the cat out of here. Get out of there. He has pressed the power button on my computer before, and that would be really unfortunate if he did that. Alrighty. So, facial expressions. We're gonna start with a bit of a smug sort of determination sort of look. And I think we'll do that just with, go to this clock pre-comp set, isn't it? A slightly raised eyebrow, smirk. Cool. And then let's drop this behind the book. The book might actually be slightly too low. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, this animation does take a lot of time. It is going like a little bit slower than it would normally as well, because I am streaming at the same time, so I'm trying to talk and not make it completely boring. And yeah, I'm not super good at splitting my attention at things. I'm good at giving my full attention to things and sort of forgetting about everything else. So we're just gonna do a little blink animation. So we're gonna do a blink, and then her eyes are gonna settle a little bit lower. And then we're going to make these eyelids move down as well. And I just realized if you put the eye a little bit further away from the eyelid, it makes it look like she's looking down, which is really neat because I wasn't sure how I was going to make these eyes look like they were looking down, because if you look at the design of them, they're not really designed to express much like direction. They've just kind of got this like dead stare that always goes straight ahead. Also going to animate these eyebrows a little as well. Maybe not quite so much. Oops. Oh, sorry, Radical Larry, you asked what this one was going to be about. It's going to be about SCP-1762, where the dragons went. That's her. This scientist lady is interacting with the box that has all the dragons in it. I'll have to add a little mask for the hair as well. A little Charlie Brown curved line on the side. Nah, I think I'm just gonna kind of stick with the what's on the Lego figure, I guess. Oh, I just noticed her face is. I thought it looked wrong for a moment there. Oh, that's why. It doesn't move in that frame. How do I miss that? And I might move those keyframes in the face a little bit earlier, because she kind of lifts up the book and then looks down. Just gonna move all these keyframes. Oh, whoops. And then... okay, I think that should be all of them. Yep. Yeah, it's better. Okay, so next I'm gonna make her eyes kind of move back and forth. So let's do that with a position. I could try rotating the highlight. But I mean, I don't know, I reckon, to me that just like looks a little bit goofy. Like, it looks kind of silly, I reckon. Yeah. Because then it turns because the highlight, in that case, isn't actually functioning as a highlight, it's functioning as a pupil. And it just kind of looks weird. But yeah, I had thought of doing that, but I don't think it's ideal. I wonder if I can just save some time and make a little pre-comp new null object, sorry. And just call this the iLook controller. And then I'll just parent these to this. P position. See if that looks really goofy. That's actually not too bad. Connor asked what software I'm using. This is Adobe After Effects. It's the Creative Cloud version, which is the subscription one. So I have a package which is all of the Adobe software, and I pretty much exclusively work in Adobe besides my frame capture software, which is Dragon Frame. So this is actually 3 shots in this one comp, so I'm gonna give her a change of expression for the second shot, which is at about the 3-second mark. So I'm just gonna choose this spot here. And what I'm going to do is just copy the blink animation there. Yeah. And yeah, so because I did the movement with a null object, I don't need to do anything else to that. Mask, C, Control V, blink. And all I have to do is do this as well. Make the eyelids move down. I'm gonna give her a slightly worried look. And I think I need these to move down as well to help sell the change in expression. And I don't need to change the mouth. Yeah, so that should be alright. I had a reading shot in my horror project and I had to take an X-Acto knife to the side of the minifig's head to get it really loose with some super subtle head panning. Yeah. Yeah, I've done some of that before. Yeah, sometimes it helps to shave off bits of the neck to give the head a bit more rotation. Welcome back, Yash Studios. Welcome back, Chief Tame Productions. What is a Warman protagonist? Hey, how's it going? Yo. It's a very sly look from a... Alright, let's get this keyframe. And I need to give her a worried look, so let's grab this mask again. We'll make her blink as she comes down. Left eye, same deal. They both blink. And again with the eyelids, the positions. Except this time, move them back to their regular positions. And the mouth, will need to change that out for something from another shot. So let me just have a look. I know I've got some shots in here somewhere. Uh, 820. I'm just gonna grab a mouth expression from another shot that I've already done. You can have a look at the shot too if you want. This one's got some more technical cover-ups. That book is completely VFX'd in, which I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Like, I think that looks pretty convincing. So, what's actually going on there with the book in this shot is... Well, first of all, I've got a clean plate of this with the face tracked onto her, and she did have a bit of rigging to hold her up while she was in the air that I got rid of. But the book here is on its own plate. What's actually going on is I just animated a couple little blocks like that. They were about the size of what I wanted the book to be, and then I animated the book separately and then just kind of tracked it in manually, frame by frame. And yeah, that's because the Lego books are actually way too big to do what I want it to do in this animation, so I had to shrink it down in post. Anyway, what was I doing? I was grabbing the mouth from here. Yeah, it's the one. I think it's frozen. Alright, no, it's good. And I'll chuck that in the default if I need it as well. So let's get back to close these. Let's go back to this one. Whoops. Why has she got such a... She's got like a Daria face now. Why is that? Did I touch the null object without realizing or something? Oh, that's not good. Why are they animating like that? Ah, that's really annoying. They shouldn't be moving around. You animated halfway through your BRAWL film. Nice work, Fox. Aw. Left eyelid. Okay, I think I fixed that issue. I need to make her look way more like worried there, so I might animate the eyebrows, position and rotation. To squash down. And bounce way back up. Whoop. And I might push these up as well to sort of give the impression of a surprise face. Her eyebrows are like in her hair there, so maybe that's a little bit too high. Yeah, I think that'll work. What's my process for getting these different parts of the face rig? So everything is actually I just literally took a picture of the face, or took it from one of my shots, and then just masked out the different bits. So each of these is from the same image, just masked out, and then added back in, and then, yeah. So they're all just like cut out from a real picture of the face. And so far I've only had to do that once, and I just kind of play with the levels until they look about right. So yeah, I think that's all the animation done for this shot. Oh, and I'll make this top composition the actual length. So yeah, this is 3 shots. It'll be cutting back and forth to this. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Be sure to check out when this film hopefully comes out in about 2 days and 20 hours. Cool. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Elmo Gaming. Sorry, I haven't been reading my comments. Been caught up in doing the work. Now, let me go back through. Hi, Brick Bro. Answer the question about the face rig. Curdman II. Oh, everybody's subscribing. Thank you. Do you read these emojis? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for liking my animations. Are you guys just like unsubscribing and then like resubscribing? Are you guys just doing it to get me to actually read my comments? I'm sorry I haven't been reading, Elmer. I shall try to do better. I might stream for another half hour or so. So, cool. That one's done. I can cross that off my list. Oh, actually, I did have a tiny bit of cleanup to do, so let's just quickly do that. Nude, solid, purple. We're just gonna mask out the hair because there's a bit of overlap there. So M mask path. Alright, let's animate this. Can't stick around, but best of luck with the edit. Thanks, Formal Lens. I'm glad you like my animations, Elmo. Cool, and then this can be alpha inverted matte. I think that's right. Yes. Let's blur this like 20. Cool. So that should be a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. Now it kind of like blends into the shadow a bit better. Cool. Alright, now that's actually done. That shot is done. So I've got a little bit of animation set up to do. It's not so much animation, it's just kind of like grabbing shots But yeah, hopefully that'll be helpful. I'm just closing the curtain so I can turn on my lights. There you go. Really curious to see how I did the dragons. I haven't done the dragons yet. Hi Laura. But I'll probably be doing those tomorrow, but I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow because we're getting the internet replaced and the sync replaced. Brickbro, what's your script about? Let me just change my capture to dragon frame. Move the chat box over here because it's a little bit too big right now. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sorry, this is a very messy way to run a stream. What the heck? Copy. Okay, now I have the countdown still there. I'm sorry, I don't really know how to run this stream thing, so I'm just messing with it. Yeah, I wish animation was quicker too. High-end films, the animation's going pretty well, very, very slowly. Hello. Oh, whoops. Oh, what did I just do? That's not right. Sorry, I'm just kinda stuffing everything up right now. Transform. Fit to screen. Okay, I shouldn't have to fix anything else now. Thanks for the nice comments, Elmer. Time is stressful. Do I like cheese? Is this a trick question? Of course I like cheese. Box. So I've got to grab an establishing shot of the box. Let me just look at my spreadsheet. Opening box close up, that's what it says. And then my storyboard has it as like a low angle close. So let's do that. Let's lower the camera. Just get it lined up relatively parallel to the background. I'm missing a couple tiles there. Let's chuck those in the foreground. Cool. And this Lego brick is going to be our scale for the box. It's going to be a little bit bigger than this. And then we're going to do a couple of test shots. 8, 11, 200. Yeah, that all looks good. I think I want it to have deeper focus, so let's change the ISO to 16. Try that. Oh, and I need to actually create a new scene. New scene. I think it's scene 1, I'm pretty sure. And we've lost the window capture. That's great. Hang on, let me just get that back. There it is. Cool. Yeah, Bully Cobb, I'm not doing live action. Would I consider myself a professional? In some ways, yes. In a lot of ways, I'm still mostly an amateur. I've only done a couple of paid stop-motion jobs. You kind of hate how nice the set looks. It's simple, but really effective. Spend too much time assessing over little details in all of my filming sets. Yeah, so I've kind of just came to the conclusion that like I'm not very good at building sets, so what I've kind of done for these animations is just built like a really simple setup, which is very plain and flat and looks good because of that. It doesn't have many colors going on in it. And yeah, they're just kind of, I don't know, I went for very, very simple, which I can't really stuff up. Because yeah, I'm not really great at building or like set design or anything like that. It's just a wall and the ground. Calm down in the chat a little bit, maybe. Elmo, just bring it in a little. I can see you. Ooh. Thank you, End Films. I shall put that $2 to good use. So this shot is literally just going to be like, it's just this. There's not going to be any movement in it. So I think it should be about right. What's the depth like on it? Yeah, looks good. It's about as much as I would want in focus anyway. Ah, it's kind of just missing the front. So let's pull focus a little bit closer. Test that. And then this shot should be good to go. Cool. Alright, let's just take 4 pictures and then I can loop them. Bloody Survivor asked, do you remember talking to a kid on Insta DMs about stop motion 2 years ago? I've talked to quite a few people through various direct messaging things, so I'm sorry, but I don't have the best memory. But I'm assuming that kid is you. Okay, and then, so I've got that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab, why don't I just put the box, here it is. gonna grab a picture of the box as well. And what this will do is this will give me all the pixel information I need to make a cleaner version of this. In my editing software, and then shrink it down. Because yeah, look how gross my little miniature thing is. Cool. And that's all I needed to capture for that shot. So, I'm just gonna open the curtain, mark that off in my spreadsheet, and then I'll just do my edit of it. And for that, we'll jump into After Effects again. After Effects. So, new folder, setup _1, and then go File, Import File. Alright, let me move the chat over here so I can see it. I remember you said it was pretty rad when I sent the stop motion to you. It made my day. Well, I'm glad. I don't always get time to, like, I do get sent stop motions every now and then. I don't always get the time to look at them, but it's always fun to check out the stuff that people send me. I'm going to import the JPEG sequence. Comp 1 _. Nope. And then pre-compose this. I pre-compose everything in its own pre-comp, so I can just go in and replace the JPEG with the raw file at the end. And this opening needs to be 4 seconds long, so let's make that 4 seconds long. And the reason I do a loop of animation, even when it's a still, is it does add usually a little bit of imperfection and flicker, but I don't know, I think it makes the scene feel very subtly still alive. We'll just call that plate. Time, freeze frame. Alright, now let's make this box not look like crap. So first thing I'm going to do is mask out around like this. With that done, I can just shrink it down to it's about the right size, and voila, it looks perfect. Fire Domination asked us they're going to be a refining machine behind the scenes vid. I did shoot a tiny bit of behind the scenes, but honestly I didn't feel like there was enough stuff to go in there to make like a decent video, because there wasn't like a ton of like super interesting behind the scenes stuff to talk about. This video I'll probably, like, I'm doing so much VFX for this one, so there'll probably be a behind the scenes for it. And I have been shooting a tiny bit of behind the scenes video as well. I've also been thinking about maybe doing a since like I don't know how often I'm really going to be able to do animation going forward, just because I'm doing a lot more work now. I was thinking of doing kind of just like a general tips video, just with like lots of things that I've learned over the years that I think would be useful to know for new brick filmers and people who've been brick filming for a long time as well. Because yeah, there are just a lot of little tidbits and things that I think would be useful to know that maybe not everybody knows. Perfect. Not quite. That's kind of the shape of the box I wanted. Will there be music in your animation? Yes, there will be some music in this animation. It'll mostly be like a silent film sort of thing. But yeah, there will be some music in it. But I'm not going to say which music because I don't want to spoil it. Hopefully it'll hit in the feels. There you go, added a little bit of imperfection. And let's grab a bit of this over here. Look how much just adding those little bits on the sides adds in, makes it feel less fake. Cool. Let's pre-comp all of this. And call it 1_1_pre-comp. And change this to the aspect ratio that we want. Yep. Control-Shift-G. And then I think I actually want this shot to be a little bit closer in, so I'm just gonna do that. Cool, and I think I had a picture somewhere already of the text that I wanted on this. Here it is. Probably going to use green screen in my next vid. Use my phone so the green screening won't be the best. Yeah, I try to avoid green screening if I can. A lot of the compositing that I'm doing in this is just straight masking, and actually I found that depending on the setup, masking can actually, like masking things by hand can actually just become be a lot easier. Because like all of the lighting is exactly the same already, you don't have to deal with any spill. But then again, not everyone's like gonna be this sort of crazy about the amount of work that you do. make this a little bit darker. Do I have another job to provide for myself, or do I do everything on YouTube? So for about a year, I was doing overnight dailies at a local post-production facility here in Brisbane. Worked on a couple of shows, but it wasn't really like fun work. It was like overnights, so it was just like killing my sleep. Maybe I can just do screen. Nah. And yeah, just like, I don't know. So yeah, but I saved up a bunch of money with that, and now I do freelance animation. So I do freelance motion graphics. I do a little bit of freelance stop motion stuff. So yeah, I'm just kind of freelancing from home at the moment, and that's covering the bills. My girlfriend moved in with me, so now that kind of helps as well, because everything's a bit less expensive when it's two people living somewhere as well instead of just one. And yeah, that's what I'm doing for now. I'm going to be taking a course in 2D animation very soon, so I'm hoping that'll go well. I've done this composite before. I don't know. Does that look good? I think it looks okay. Maybe I can make it a bit smaller. Yeah, it is cool that I can do what I want for my job, but it's like, I don't know, it won't last forever. Like, if I want to have any sort of good long-term prospects, I'll probably need to get more of a regular kind of job, or really sort of double down on doing the freelance stuff. I'm kind of just floating at the moment, trying to work out what I want to do. Yeah, cool. Alright, well I think this shot is done. Alright, now I've got a variation on this, which is like a more zoomed out version. What's my best stop motion tip? I gotta think about that. Because there's a few things. For one thing, working out your timing ahead of time, learning the difference between timing and spacing is really important. So I guess the broader tip would be to study different types of animation. So study like traditional animation. Get a book called The Animator's Survival Kit. It's probably one of the best animation books there are out there. It is about traditional animation, but it's completely applicable to other types of animation as well. The Animator's Survival Kit by Richard Williams. And yeah, like I'm still sort of thinking about stuff that I learned from that book. There's another one called, another sort of standard animation book called The Illusion of Life, which honestly I think it's a lot less useful because that's the one that just kind of goes into the 12 aspects of animation or whatever, but I don't know, I find those to be a bit harder to apply than the stuff that I actually learnt in Richard Williams' book. Why isn't Dragon Frame coming up? I'm trying to open Dragonframe right now, but it's not doing it. Oh, you're right. There needs to be a black brick touching a white brick. Crap. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I actually just totally forgot about that. Dragonframe's not opening, so I need to... That's alright, I'll just take another picture of the background. And replace it. Yeah, Dragonframe is just not working right now. I don't know why Dragonframe isn't opening. I've tried to open it like 6 times. Is it hiding somewhere in my... I'm just going through my my task manager right now, trying to find where Dragonframe is. It doesn't even seem to be in here, it's just not opening. Well. Alrighty. Well, I needed to end the stream soon anyway, so I'll probably need to restart my computer. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you guys for tuning in to the stream. Let me just read the chat for a little bit more. Oh no, Pascuti. Is that how you say it? You only just came back. So what do we got? 2 days, 19 hours left? I can do it. I can do it. Let me show you what my spreadsheet looks like at the moment. Can I actually show it? I don't think I can. Well. It looks pretty nuts. Alright, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for the subscriptions and the super chats. I appreciate it a lot. I would say I'd be back tomorrow, but I'm getting my sync replaced, and I've got... and I'm getting the internet replaced as well, so that'll make it a bit troublesome to do animation. But thank you guys for hanging out. I'll catch you later.